before the season started, I got high hopes for the Commanders. I got us going 14-3. I got us going to the Super Bowl. I think you said you had y'all losing to the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken, or it could
Yeah,
have been the
Ravens.
Chiefs. The Ravens. And,
It's
yeah,
not the Ravens.
yeah, definitely at the Ravens. Definitely at the
I was
Ravens.
definitely wrong about that.
Yeah, right. We always wrong about them making any type of noise. In all honesty,
Oh
but
my gosh.
you had the Commanders. You know what I'm saying, and they probably won't go 14-3 anymore, but it's still a chance
No.
that they can still obviously dominate, get into the go on the run, get hot, go into the playoffs, make a run. But after what you've seen so far this season, given what you've seen so far this season, do you still have faith in the Commanders making the Super Bowl? And I'll even rephrase it just a touch, because we talked about this off air, and I'll bring it back. Confident in the Commanders still making a playoff run.
Mm.
Divisional round, back to the NFC Championship game. You can answer that however you want to answer that. And I just want to say, Carl, that's that that for me, the Ravens Thunder ain't never for you, bro. You know who it's for. You know, when I throw jabs, you know who it's for. You know what I mean? But
Hey, I'm not throwing a jab. It's just true, bro. I had hopes of y'all getting there. It don't look too good. Now Lamar come out, we gonna see.
yeah.
But before I answer that, our problems ain't y'all problems. Let's say that. All right. I know you happy that Jaden Daniels fumbled a slippery ball, threw an interception, locked into his hurts and threw an interception in the red zone. I understand that you excited about that. Now the Cowboys, sorry, Tombo, y'all got legitimate, like y'all defense is garbage. So go ahead.
Let me. I don't want to cut you off. I'm gonna let you go in a hot second. I just want to say, my dog Miles is here. He a Ravens fan. Listen, bro, we got somebody
Oh
in this
dang!
R2L chat.
The vlog
Bro,
nation popping out.
we got somebody in this Ravens chat that talk crazy about my Eagles, bro. So I'll be taking my little jabs, bro. That's it. Hey, you know what it is, bro. You know I got love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? When me and my guys, but Chris, nah, man, I be having to get my shots in. But my bad. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead,
Hey,
continue,
hey,
Joe.
hey, Chris switched his whole flow up. I mean, the man was like, "We gonna win it all, win everything," and now he like, "We want to lose every game." Like he just changed his whole flow up. But
Man,
our problem is that I know you excited about fumbling the ball and stuff. Now listen, that's a problem. That's not a problem. All
okay.
right, like we're not worried. We're not walking to a game like, oh, I hope he don't turn the ball over. We not. We good. We don't have an AJ Brown complaining in the sideline. We don't. We are not 30th in the offense right now. You know what I mean? Now the defense 24th. Don't get me wrong, but we ain't 30th in offense. We didn't know. We're not 25th in rushing with Saquon Barkley. We are the number 2 rushing team in the NFL with the 7th round rookie. I mean, so we are not worried. With all that saying, the Eagles started off 4-0, and they only 1 game ahead of us. So we are not worried. And our starting quarterback missed 2 games. Think about that. Y'all started quarterback for all 6. So we are not as worried as y'all. Now, don't get me wrong. Is y'all team overall better? Most like, yeah, it is. But y'all problems runs deeper than our problems. So I ain't tripping. But to this game exactly. Oh, not game. To the question.
To the question.
Dang, Draco Joe put the gun. Shout out the car. All right. So, am I confident, AJ? Once again, nobody is running off with the baton. Nobody. There is no definitive best team in the NFC. You might say the Bucks. Look at me. Am I afraid of the Bucks? Come on now, I'm not Philly. I'm not afraid of the Bucks.
Oh
I'm not afraid
wow.
of the Bucks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With or without Terry McLaurin. I want Terry McLaurin. But I'm not afraid of the Bucks though. I'm not. Now, respect to the Bucks. Baker's a baller. He is. Right now, he's my MVP front runner right now. 5-1 right now. And so he is. But I'm not afraid of the Bucks. Y'all on the 2-game losing streak. Y'all got problems yourselves. Detroit they look pretty dangerous. They look a little soft against the Chiefs though, but they look pretty dangerous. I will give Detroit a nod for that. Seahawks, I mean I want to, but come on, AJ. It's Sam Darnold. Now he might switch up in the playoffs this year, but it's Sam Darnold. Am I really
Sam
worried?
Darnold.
Carson Wentz, bro. Are we serious? The rookie? Come on, man. I'm not too worried about the Vikings. Now, can they get us? Yeah. But am I saying like because of the Vikings we can't make a deep run, can't get the Super Bowl? There is no team that I'm afraid of. And once again, the team we are today, and that's all of us, the team we are today won't be the team we're going to be week 18.
Mm-hmm.
The problems that we having right now, and you might say the same thing, I'm glad it's happening right now. I'm glad because there's some times we could fix it. Our issue right now is just starting slow. We've been starting slow. Since the Giants game, when JD5 plays, we start slow. Against Green Bay, we scored our first point with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Come on, man. We can't do that on the road. Our defense is not good enough to hold, like you said. We got to help defense. Like, literally, like, everything I'm about to say about my team. Right? The defense, we cannot go into these games putting the defense into these situations where they got to be superheroes. We can't keep doing that because they're not. And they did a good job. They got to stop on fourth down against the Bears. They held the Bears to a field goal multiple times in the red zone. What more can I ask them to do? I could ask them to get a turnover, but what more can I ask them to do? But we can't turn the ball over. We can't start slow. We spotted them 13 points. They got 16 points off of our turnovers. Sorry, 13 points off of our turnovers. 13 off of our turnovers. And you think about it, we just get a field goal, we pull these dudes out. It's not even a game. So I'm not worried at all. I still believe that we can make a Super Bowl run. Like Jaden Daniels' second game back from injury. We still ain't got Terry McLaurin. People don't talk about. Do you know we are missing 2 starting offensive linemen? Both of our guards are out right now. Both of our starting guards are out, but nobody talks about it. Still number 2 rushing offense in the league. We don't have our number 1 receiver, and not one person talks about it. None of the Commanders complained either. We never said we don't got Terry. But Terry coming, though. Terry's coming. Sam Cosmi is coming. And Brandon Coleman is coming. So I'm not worried. I still believe that we're going to make a deep run. And it's only popping. But we're going to see.
Do you still have faith they're going to make the Super Bowl? I'll let you answer that far. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Yes. I'm still confident we can make the Super Bowl. I still believe we will make the Super Bowl. Because there's no team that I see that's like, y'all will always be a threat. Number one, because y'all not division. Y'all in division. Whenever you play a division opponent, it's gonna be tough when they're a good team. So, and y'all champions. When you're a champion, you get that extra juice. And the Lions are a threat too. Those are the 2 teams I'm looking at. I'm sorry. Hey, what's your boy Anthony? All right, your boy Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, my boy Anthony.
Hey, Ant. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not scared of the Bucks, bro. I'm just not. I'm sorry, Trent. I'm not scared of the Bucks. I'm just not scared of the Bucks. Green Bay, I'm not scared of Green. I see I saw what Green Bay did to us. I also saw what the Bucks did to us last year too. But the second time around, I'm not gonna be scared of Green Bay. It's Green because Jordan Love, bro, and I'm just not scared of Green Bay. But Detroit, bro, because you know why? Because our defense, bro, and they high power. Mm-hmm. They can put up points, you know. And y'all, but outside of those 2. No, I'm doing too much. I ain't gonna disrespect y'all like that. I'm doing too much. Take that back.
Hey, Joe, like I said, man, the Eagles lost on Thursday. And I'm like, man, I can't believe we just went out here. We just got dismantled by the New York Giants. My dog had probably the worst game I've seen them have in a while now. You know what I mean? Like, my defense banged up. No Quinyon, no Jalen Carter. I'm like, man, this finna be a long weekend. Oh, my gosh. And if you in the R2L chat, you know when the Eagles lose, man, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world, especially losing in that fashion to that team. Oh, my gosh. You're getting killed. Oh, my goodness. You're getting killed nonstop. I mean, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday. I said, all right, when the games start, they ain't going to be talking about Philly no more. You know what I mean? The Cowboys just, because I ended up coming late to the games, had some stuff going on. But I ended up catching the very end of the Cowboys game. I'm like, let me jump in the chat. They probably trolling the Cowboys. I ain't going to jump in because I wasn't around for the game. So let me just jump in and just enjoy someone else getting trolled for a little bit. First message I see is about Jalen Hurts. I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't catch a break. What's going on right here, man? This is crazy. It just turned into a whole Jalen Hurts debate. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I can't catch a break. Not only am I dealing with it from the R2L community, not only am I dealing with it from from the national media. I'm dealing with it with the local media in Philadelphia, right? And then I'm in my own head thinking about the game because when the Eagles lose, I'm gonna think about it all week. It just ruins your week, and we got 10 games, 10 days to the next game. I'm like, man, this is driving me crazy. And then lo and behold, Monday night came. Monday night came. I heard a lot about Jalen Hurts after he lost. I heard a lot, maybe not a lot from you, but a lot from a lot of other guys. Jalen Hurts really ain't that guy for real. He not one of them ones. I'm like, he just threw his first interception of the season. It's been some rough halves and things have happened, right? It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Nah, he just ain't that guy. Nah, he ain't top 15. I'm like, oh my goodness. I turn on R2L. Right? When I turn on R2L on Thursday, I see Joe. He got the all 22s off of me and everything. All 22s talking about all the miscues, Jalen Hurts and everybody. I'm like, man, they going in on my boy. And then, like I said, Monday night comes. I turn on the game. I say, Bears starting off kind of strong. Ooh, Jaden just threw an interception. Let me, But I'm watching, in between time, I'm watching my bad time. I'm getting my days confused. I'm getting excited as I talk about this. You know what I mean? But anyway, Jaden throws an interception. Oh, me and my wife, we trying to watch TV, but I'm on the side, checking the score. Like, what's going on in this game? Like, they really, you know what I mean? And then, like I expected, the Commanders, they do what the Commanders do. They take the lead, and it's like the Bears do what the Bears do. They fumbling snaps and stuff. It's like, all right, well, it was fun while it lasted. And then, lo and behold, I go back and I check later, and I'm like, dude, that say 25-24? Bears? Oh, let me go back and I see what happened. And I go back and I watch this game. Joe, this is what I will say to you. You may be confident that the Commanders going to do this, that, and the third, but what I will say to you, my friend, is I am uber confident in my preseason prediction of 10-7. I've never been more confident in that prediction than I am right now, because what I am seeing is exactly what I expected from the Commanders this season. Number one, Jaden Daniels, he's dealt with some injury here and there. He might not be fully 100% because he got the big bulky knee brace on. I know for mobile quarterbacks, it's a lot running with that brace on. Hurts used to talk about. He might, and I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not giving him a pass by any stretch. I'm gonna get to him in a second. But all I'm just saying is just what my eyes tell me. It's like, not only does he look like Jaden Daniels, but he don't quite look like last year's Jaden Daniels, to me at least, especially with this previous week, right? Mm-hmm. But then I'm also looking and I'm thinking to myself, again, last year the Commanders, I will not disrespect y'all and say y'all got lucky, because I won't call it luck. I just think y'all were super clutch. Every play y'all needed to make, every bit of magic that y'all needed, either Jaden produced it or your defense went out there and got the necessary turnover, or the right call was made, or whatever the case may be, the Hail Mary was caught. Whatever needed to happen, it happened. And I've seen this before with the Minnesota Vikings in 2022, where they could not lose a one-score game. They could not lose a one-score game. The same year that I think they came back from the biggest deficit ever. I was actually at the game where I think they was down like 30 some odd points, and they came all the way back and won, I believe, in OT. It's like, man, they can't lose a close game. And then they lost their first game in the playoffs to the New York Giants. We beat the Giants. And then the following year, they couldn't win a close game to save their lives. I don't think that's going to be the Commanders this season. But what I will say is that same kind of magic, that same kind of, we going to find a way, it's close, but Jaden going to pull it out. A lot of times that flips in the opposite direction. It just flips sometimes, and I think that's going to happen, and it's already starting to happen with the Commanders. But I want to focus a little bit on Jaden, because the way we talk about Jalen Hurts and the way we break down his all 22s and the things we say about him is almost like you're not a good quarterback if you have a down game or a bad moment. I mean, my goodness, like I said, my guy lost 2 straight games after going on an 18-game win. Do y'all hear what I just said? The man was on that 18-game win streak. This included the NFC Championship, in which he saw your Commanders, and a Super Bowl in which he saw the reigning defending champions going for a three-peat. Balled out both games. This is all a part of the 18-game win streak. Found a way to go 4-0 with everything included. Didn't play the best at all times, but played good enough to win these games. Lost 2 back-to-back games. Only one of them, in my opinion, he played truly bad in, and that's the Giants game. And now everybody talking like it's just the end of the world. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess, Jaden is the guy. He's flawless. He don't make no mistakes, right? And then I watched this game, Joe. Let me get this on the screen because, like I said, for the Eagles, we had the all 22s. We had the all 22s for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get this on the screen real quick. See if I get this to properly work. I just want to ask you a couple questions about these clips I'm about to show real quick, Joe. Now, I want to rewind on this. So I want to see if I get it accurate, right? Because I'm looking at this play and I'm thinking to myself, right? Zach Ertz is open across the middle of the field. This is a play I think that Jada can make. If you look, I gotta time it. It's a little delayed. But if you look, right there, that ball can easily go to Zach Ertz. Especially if you lead him to the left. Because the DB is reading, the linebacker is reading your eyes and looking to the left of the field. He's running to his right of the field. So you got Zach Ertz right there as the play develops, wide open in the middle of the field if you throw the ball to the left and lead him upfield. But instead, I'll let you.
Go ahead.
And this is why I said I wanted you to explain it. I'll let you, because I could be off with it. I'll let you talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Let me go right now.
Yeah. Can you see it?
If you would do the Earth, it would have been a pick.
I don't think so. It's all about it's all about the placement of the football.
Let's go back. Well, before I say anything, this is something I already acknowledged that he did, but we're gonna do it.
Right, of course.
Slow it up. Go ahead, play it.
Okay, so but you see my still screen though, right?
When are we throwing it? Yep. When do you want him to throw the ball?
At the same time he throwing the ball to Debo.
Right now, right?
Yeah, right now. If he
throws the ball,
yes.
Go ahead. Now play it. That linebacker not picking it off?
No, because he's leading him to the left side of the field.
But
if he throws it and he leads him to the left side of the field, he's got to get. What I'm saying.
Left, though.
It's not about where he stopped. It's not like he kept going in this route. He didn't. It's not like it would be one thing, Joe, if he continued with the route. He didn't continue. He stopped in his own. So what I'm saying is, at that point, if you throw it, one of two things are going to happen, in my opinion, because Jaden Daniels is an accurate. He's an accurate passer. Mm-hmm. He's an accurate passer. So one of two things are going to happen. Either you're going to lead him to the left, away from the defender, a la throw him open, even though I think he was already open. But either throw him open and lead him to the opposite way and allow him to try to catch the ball and run upfield to the left, or it's an incomplete pass. It's not an interception if you're throwing the ball to the left. As long as you don't throw it to the right, that's a completion in my book. I'm trusting Jada can make that throw. But the worst read was throwing it to Debo down the seam right there. And as you watch it, it does look open, but it's a bad ball.
Exactly. I'm saying what Carl's saying. Like, if he is running, then you could lead the ball somewhere away from the DB. But if he's standing there, you throw it, he has no momentum going left. You're just throwing it literally next to him. And the DB flew right in front of him as soon as he threw the ball. In that situation, he just don't throw the ball. This is a bad decision to Debo. I don't think Ertz was open. If he would threw the Ertz, it also would have been an interception to me.
I don't think so. I see. Now again, this is where guys like Chris and others gonna say I don't know nothing about football, because I look at this tape differently. And when I saw it live, I had the same thought. I felt like Jaden can make this throw. I feel like he can make this throw at the very least, it's a better throw than throwing it up the seam to Debo and it being an incomplete pass. If he throws this, because again, the DB is heading in the opposite direction.
But look what Ertz is literally, he's running, okay?
Right.
He's running.
And then he stops. But my point is he stops, Joe.
Man, what is that, man?
Oh, it just went out?
No, sorry, my alarm came on. All right, so
okay.
My
point is, as we looking right now, that is an NFL window in my book. He stopped. He's no longer running to the right. He's not running to the right no more. He is stopped. That is an NFL window.
I will say this: if he would roll to the right and then throw it, maybe. But then you got the other DB right there too. So like
the DB, as you look, the DB to the left. Before I get to the next clip, because I have more. The DB to the left, I hope you right do. Here.
This is a reach. But go ahead.
No. To you it may be. To me, it's not. The DB to the left is moving in the opposite direction, because the DB to the left is looking at Jaden's eyes. Jaden's eyes looking up at Debo, so he's moving in a place where he think the ball is going. So he's not even looking at Ertz. He's looking in the opposite direction, which is why when he throws the ball, if you look, the DB to the left is still moving that way. He's still moving in the same direction, Joe. So that's what I'm saying. Zach Ertz stops in the route, right? He stops in the route in the zone. The DB is going in the opposite direction. If you time that throw correctly, Zach Ertz catches that ball to the left and is running, and that might be a touchdown. That's what my eyes tell me.
See, look, okay, I see what you're saying, but it is a.
That's why you throw it to the left. That's why you throw the
see,
pass to the left, Carl.
see,
You
look,
throw it to the left and lead them upfield.
see, Carl, see, I came with the all 22s, and I was showing dudes butt naked wide open.
Oh yeah, let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll let you keep going because I'll clarify at the end. I'll clarify. Keep going.
AJ's gonna bring up stuff I probably already said on R2L, or I probably already said in the chat when he missed dudes open. And I put the blame on Jaden Daniels for this game. He wasn't good this game. But go ahead, continue though.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to point out, Joe. I mean, you did the same thing to me, bro. I mean, I said, hey, that's a bad Devontae Smith miss. Hey, that's a bad ball. You still put up the all 22. So it's like we both reiterating what's already been said. You know what I mean?
That's right,
but all I'm saying is, as I look at it, to me, the worst. First off, I think I respect Jaden as a passer. I think that is a throw he can make. Number one. But number two, it is a better read than the read up top to Debo, as we ultimately saw. When I saw the slow-mo of this, I thought that ball could have easily went to Zach Ertz to the left because the DB moving in the opposite direction, reading Jaden's eyes, and that's where the ball went. But we can agree to disagree. That's what my eyes tell me. We can move on to the next clip because I really want to get to the next clip that we saw. Now, I want to ask Joe. Jaden Daniels has made this mistake a few times now, right? Intentional grounding. This also cost you 3 points. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, you in a position right here, you're marching towards, a touchdown. If I'm not mistaken, this is on first down. They got a big time penalty and then end up, when you do intentional ground, you lose a down. It goes to third. It was like 3rd and 16 or something like that after this play, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and refresh. But all I'm saying is, this is a play that you just don't make. Now, maybe my film eyes deceive me here too. Joe, why don't he just throw the ball to the ground? Why don't he just throw the ball at the man's feet?
He was terrible at that. It's the second round of the year.
And it's gonna loop. He made the as you just stated, he made the same mistake against the New York Giants.
Yeah.
At the end of the half, where he threw the ball out of bounds and it ran the clock all the way down and all of that. It's like you got a receiver right there. Mm-hmm. Throw the ball. It won't be an interception if you throw the ball as long as you get the ball remotely in the area, you're fine. I don't know if he couldn't see over the top or what that was. Offensive line was kind of collapsing on him a little bit. So maybe I'm just going to lob this up and just hope, right? But that ultimately cost you 3 points.
I think we kicked the field goal right there. But
but
this was
cost you a touchdown. I meant to say cost you a potential touchdown.
It did because we were marching down the field, and then that was on second down, and he did that, and then it was a loss of down. It was like 3rd and like 16s like that, and then he threw it to J Mac and he dropped it, and then we had to kick a field goal. So that was another problem he did. That was a bad decision.
Yeah. So
terrible decision.
So that I feel like that play ultimately cost you because I do believe they scored a touchdown on that possession,
yeah,
especially
we definitely would have
as they got rolling. And then there's the obvious ones. Now I'm looking at this first one, right? After this play right here, to me, if you're Jaden Daniels, you know what the weather conditions are like. You got away with the first fumble. You got away with the first. You got away with the first one. All right. You know at this point, all right, weather conditions are bad. I got to make sure my hands are dry when I touch this football. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to fumble it. It happened to me once. I don't need it to happen to me. This is the first one. Yeah, this, and I'm about to go to the second. I'm saying this after this play. I don't need this to happen again. It should be the thought process. And then of course, game on the line. Here we go again. And at first, when I looked, I'm thinking to myself, this is on the running back. The running back just fumbled the ball. He fumbled earlier in the game, right? But they do the slow-mo, the instant replay. And Jaden, again, fumbling, bumbling, can't get his hands on the football to hand it off. I'm looking like, but in my mind, I'm like, man, I can't believe Jaden just fumbled the game away. Now, it is the Chicago Bears. It is the Chicago Bears, right? And so in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking to myself, right, the Chicago Bears are, notorious for messing things up anyway. They had multiple opportunities in this football game to capitalize on mistakes, but penalty after penalty, penalty after penalty. I think the Bears had a chance to blow y'all out. I thought they had a chance. They went up 13-0. They had a chance to do what the Giants did to us. They went up 13-0 and then got a face mask call on the third down and gave y'all, extra time to move up and down the field. Like every chance they got a touchdown to go up, I believe 20-10. And then it was an illegal formation. It's just Bear stuff after Bear stuff. You had a chance to not hike the ball at the very end of the third quarter. I'm thinking they're not gonna hike the ball. They're just gonna run the clock out of the third quarter. And what do? They hike the ball. They muff the hike or whatever. And all of a sudden now they got a punt. Or I can't remember if they punted on 4th and 6 or they settled for a field goal. I think they settled for a field goal, and I think that was the field goal that got blocked on 4th and 6. So it's like the Bears are just doing Bear-like stuff. So even when the Bears got the ball back, in my mind, I'm like, they might still be the Bears, and they might fumble it back to the Commanders. Who knows? But when that kick and that field goal went up, I said, hey, look,
Jake Moody
redeeming himself.
I was hoping he was gonna revert to 49 days.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun episode. Now, what I could say, and I'm not gonna do this to you, I'm gonna be honest, because you're an analyst that I believe. We might not always agree, but I think you're an honest analyst, right? Some other people out here, I just don't think they keep it 100. That's just me. I ain't gonna say no names, but I think some other people they just don't keep it 100, right? So I'm not gonna go as far as to say this means to me Jaden Daniels just ain't that guy. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say Jaden Daniels ain't that guy because he just sold and now they 3-3 and they had a chance to be clutch at home and steal the division away for the moment from the Eagles. I'm not gonna say all that because I still believe in Jaden Daniels. The mere fact that I saw that play come up with the interception, I thought to myself, I think Jaden can make that throw, or at least it be an incomplete pass and not a turnover, and they still get a chance. Just shows the faith I have in him as a quarterback and as a passer, in all honesty, if I'm being real with you. But what I will say is 10-7 look good. And I'll say this lastly before I pass it back to you, Joe, and all the other Commanders fans that's watching, and all the Cowboys fans that's watching, and all the fans of other teams, right? Because the Dolphins lost too. We got DeVore out here. The Dolphins ain't worth nothing. They ain't worth a crumb. They losing left and right. Like I said, the Cowboys lost. The Commanders lost. Now I know the Steelers look good, but they probably coming at some point too. The Ravens, don't even get me started with the way Chris be talking. I mean, he making it possible to root for the Ravens. But I want to say all of this. I know some games happen on Thursday. I know some games happen in the first opening window on Sundays. But make sure the chickens hatch, y'all. Make sure they hatch first. That's all I got. Make sure the chickens hatch first before y'all come out talking, oh, we finna do this. Oh, the Eagles. Oh, I'm about to have 4 22s. Oh, and then your team come out here and let you down just like how we been let down. And it's like, well, dang. Now you got to come see AJ in the chat. Now you got to see AJ Unfazed. The floor is yours.
I mean, you basically said, you utter everything I've been saying. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Jaden Daniels had a bad game. He had a bad game, and the issues he had are issues that, like, do I expect him to do it again? No. I mean, can he do it again? Yes. But is this a problem? No, it's not a problem. So I'm not tripping at all.
I'll say this. That game against the Cowboys this upcoming week.
It's a big game.
That's going to be a very interesting in Dallas with the way Dak been playing.
It's a big game.
Ooh,
it's a big game. And it's a very important game. Very important game because if we lose that game, then Dallas passes in the standings.
Yeah. Oh, they do?
They do because they had 3 losses too. They got that tie.
Oh, wow.
So they beat us. They moved to second, and we moved to third.
Oh,
possibly
wow.
Fourth. No, we'll be.
No, third. Yeah. Because y'all played the Giants and beat the Giants already.
We beat them. So it's a big game. So obviously I'm rooting for y'all downfall against the Vikings.
Right.
It'll be sad for you to see an L in person, but
oh man,
but I'm rooting for a good experience though. For you,
for sure.
I know you a Jettis. Sure. I know you a Jettis guy, so hopefully he can go crazy.
I kind of want Jettis to eat, but we win. Eat if Quinyon Mitchell ain't out there and we win.
Ain't no ill. If Quinyon out there, he gonna eat. He gonna eat if Quinyon out there. But if y'all lose and we win, then we just take out the East. We number one still.
That's true.
Because that'll be 2 division wins.
That's true. But y'all just gave the champs a little bit more life.
We did.
Y'all gave a little bit more life.
I do want to say this. It must have been funny because you lost to the Giants, like you said, right? You lost to the Giants. Our like little brothers in the division.
This is facts.
And y'all got blown out, and it was on Thursday, so you had to wait 3 days to watch everybody. The Cowboys got to play the Panthers. We got to play the Bears at home. You probably like, man, ain't no way they losing these games, and then we both lose. So
right after the game,
lost by game-winning field goal.
Right after the game, we can quickly move on to the Steelers and wrap up the show. But right after the game, I'm like, man, let me check and see who they played. Let me check and see, because I couldn't remember who the Cowboys or the Commanders played. First, I checked the Cowboys. Right. First, I checked the Cowboys. I said, oh, I played the Panthers, bro. Oh my goodness. And I was like, all right, let me check. You know, they in third place anyway. The real threat right now is the Commanders. Let me see. And I'm like, oh, we did. They playing the Bears, and we both was confident in picking them over the Bears. Like, it's the Bears, bro. Like, this going to be a long weekend. So, yeah, to see the Cowboys fall first and then see the Commanders, it's like, oh. To be honest with you, I was if the Commanders won, I wouldn't have been mad, because as an Eagles fan that's expecting us to make another run, after the Giants game, I felt like we don't deserve to be in first place right now, because that's how I feel with the way we played against the Giants. Not the Broncos game, because I expected that, but that Giants game was an abomination. Abomination. So I'm like, we don't deserve first place. If the Commanders take it, we just got to deal with that, and we got to work our way back, right? But if they lose, though, I ain't mad at it. I'm mad at it. Nah, I gladly take it.
That's how I felt when we lost. I was like, we don't deserve to win. It's crazy because when Jake Moody kicked the field goal, I didn't even look, bro. I didn't look.
Yeah.
For one reason, though, because Big O kept spoiling it. So I just didn't look. I didn't look. And I peeked, and then he right down the middle. I was mad, obviously, but we would have won. Yeah. I would have been happy, but it would have been like, yo, we got to get it together. I'm glad that we won, but we didn't deserve to win that game. 3-0 in a turnover margin?
You'd have had your shades on. You'd have had them shades on. Speaking, what the shades at?
I probably would have worked. I would have felt better the next day.
Okay. Fair.
I would have won. Fair. But there's somebody wearing shades right now in the AFC North.